Welcome back, channel sponsors. Hello to my lab aides out there. Unknown Spike, Sailor Pika, how's it going today? Let me get everything set up here for what should be a nice, much more relaxed live stream than what we had the very last stream on the channel. That was a crazy one. The Legendary Raid Hour live stream. I'm sure y'all know what I'm talking about. I know Sailor Pika knows what I'm talking about. That was a wild, wild time. A lot of people jumping in for taking on some of those legendary raids. But yes, I have made sure this one is set up for members exclusive, and it should be a lot more calm, peaceful, relaxed. Just a few of us hanging out, enjoying some Pokemon TCG online. I will also point out that right across at my local gym, there is a level 1 raid in Pokemon Go hatching in about 20 minutes. So, if it is a bag-on, and if anyone out there needs a bag-on, I can set up a raid lobby. I might need to step away to be able to access it, because right now I'm out of range of the gym. My GPS is keeping me close to home. But, again, if it's a bag-on, and if we need it for, well, I know I need it for the, where is it? The Hoenn Celebration Challenge. I just need bag-on and Plusle. So, if it is bag-on, if you guys want to take it on, I will set up a lobby for those of us here in the chat together to try to get ourselves our collection medal added up to 1 more point. Yeah, Sailor Pika, it was the chat kept you on your toes indeed. So I said, I was talking to Sailor Pika, if the channel does continue to build up to the point that that kind of thing becomes almost like the norm, look at all this hair on my hat, I'll be looking into probably adding more moderators, because I don't want any one person to have to be that. You know, these live streams are supposed to be fun for everybody, or as fun as I can make it. I don't want anyone to have to really work too hard, and that was a lot of work. As you said, like you said, Sailor Pika, you said you were going to go back and watch it later on just to take it all in. But definitely, I know when I'm focused on putting on the show and playing the game, I get so distracted, or not so distracted, so tunnel vision, I guess, just locked into doing that I can't keep up with the chat. And I don't even know if I didn't have any moderators, what I would have done with the chat at that point. I would have just had to, you know, power through it if I could. Okay, so today I do have a new deck that, with my trials against just the computer opponents, has been doing kind of good. So it might be workable. I do think it takes like maybe too many intricate little pieces to set up to work really well against an opponent, a player opponent with more quickly setting up strategies. But anyway, it's something I want to try out and give you guys another crazy look into, not a crazy look, a normal look into my crazy way of seeing things. So that should be fun to do. And of course, as we go on, I'll be giving out some more TCG Online code cards. Of course, being a members exclusive stream, should be easier to get access to some of these. If you don't pick any of these up today, of course, stay tuned to your emails. Stay tuned. I don't know why you would tune into an email address, but the first of the month, the members will be getting their next, the next February. No, well, this next February, getting your code cards emailed out to you for Pokemon TCG Online. Sailor Pika sounds interested in a new deck. Now, do you want me to show you the strategy behind it, or do you want to just try to take it on without knowing what to expect? Because that is the question. It's something I had set up a while ago with the expanded format, but I wanted to focus on what cards are standard format with this one, because whenever I make a new deck, I've said before, I like the challenge of sticking to just standard, because it's like a challenge for me to say, how can I take my crazy ideas and make them work in the standard format? So I got this working about as well as I can. I'm sure probably some trainer cards can be switched out, maybe alternate the amount of energy I'm using for each type, but it's a kind of cool idea, and when it works well, but it takes a lot of lucky setup, let's say. I was doing some of my training against the computer opponent, and I managed to get it set up within let's say 3 turns, because of how the energy I need to attach. Okay, so Sailor Pika says keep it as a surprise. I'll do that. I'll wait for the first opponent to challenge me to a battle. And you know what? I think Sark, OMG, it's Sark, had said something I want to take a look at. card cache. Deck list sharing. Yeah, share with everyone. Okay, but I want to make sure I have that on because if anybody wants to see what I'm using as the deck, I want you to be able to take a look at it as need be. So if you do ever want to change that up, go to your options into settings under gameplay. Your deck list sharing option off to the side lets you choose. Do you want to share it with everyone, share it only in friend battles against each other, or do not share at all? So that's where that setting is at. Because you can sort the Pokemon how you want, by type, stage, evolution. What does that do? I'm going to pick this. I want to apply. I didn't change resolution. What are you talking about, game? Now, does this change the way they look in the collection? I think, or hang on, most of these. Let's go newest to oldest. No, it doesn't. Okay, it must be when it's talking about what's in your hand is how it sorts it. Alright, let's just stick with type, though. I like that. Apply. Yes, we're good. Okay, so let's hold out until someone sends the first battle invite. I don't think there's anything new to see in the collection yet. No, nothing past Vivid Voltage just yet. Yeah, that's all they have there. I forget, when does the new set come out? I'm going to see if I can take a quick look-see as I wait for a battle invite to come my way. I gotta keep both windows open, but whenever I click away from TCG, it hides that window. What is this about Pokemon Go? Oh, talking about the tags in Pokemon Go. I like that. Tags are cool. They're showing a Frogadier on their page, which is a bit of a kick to me, because I don't yet have my Frogadier, but when I do, it'll be the best Frogadier for me, and that's the important thing. Okay, when's this next set coming out? Where is the next set? Shining Face, that's it. This comes out February 19th. Okay, so just a little under a month away, we'll be getting the new... I think this is what's going to feature the different battle styles. The Quick Strike or the Heavy Strike. I forget the different terms. But that's still a month away. So a little ways to go. Okay, so how about, I haven't yet got a battle invite, I'm going to jump into a trainer battle, not trainer battle, a CPU match to show you what this deck is all about. So I call it Easy Squeezy, and you'll see why. Never mind. Okay, we got our first battle coming in. Good. I want to use it against a player before they know what to expect. But I'll still explain as I go through. Or no. Maybe? I will definitely explain in like a deck breakdown afterwards, but I figured let's just get the first match underway. There's my window. There it is. Okay. Alright, so we win the coin flip. I ain't going first. I want to be able to use my supporters if I get it. Oh, also, I'll mention, I mulligan a lot with this deck. I only have 6 basics in here, I believe. So, I have mulligan quite a fair number of times. That's just the Professor Chaz channel. Welcome to it. Where we mulligan all the time. That's 1 mulligan. 2 mulligans. Alright. Not terrible. So we're leading off with Trubbish. It's not a great opening hand. I kind of need another Pokemon on my bench to make use of the Bird Keeper. So let's see what happens. Zapdos is leading the way on the opposing side. Thunderous Assault does 10+. If this was benched and became active this turn, 70 more damage, not affected by weakness resistance. So that could do 80 coming off the bench. That's another reason I love cards with free retreat cost, because if you had something active that was free retreat into Zapdos, you've immediately got that powered up, like 80 damage coming out. And then you can play, for example, a Bird Keeper next turn, a switch card, Escape Rope, something like that to bring Zapdos back down, bring up your free retreat, bring up Zapdos, there's your 80 damage once again. We got us a benched Pokemon, awesome stuff, that's kind of all I needed right now. We're going to play with the Bird Keeper. We got a Nincada, which I will take up. I want to grab, just to thin out my deck a little bit, I'm going to grab an Energy. Okay, so I want to preserve this. I have picked up Twin Energies for this deck. I want to preserve this for my attacker. Spoilers, this will not be my attacker, not for the most part. But at least I can use Lucky Find, search my deck for an item card, reveal it, put it into my hand. I believe the item card I should probably get. Capes of Toughness. Turbo Patch is probably coming out I had to throw it in there just to fill up the deck, but it's so unreliable. I really do not want to use it. But I'm going to grab the Evolution Incense. So next turn, I can make use of that. I want to get... So I need to get a stadium in play for my strategy to work. But again, you'll see this is kind of... not sure how well this will overall function for us. But I'll give it my best shot. Now, it is kind of designed, so there are no Pokemon V, no Pokemon V Max in this deck. No! No, don't hurt my Nincada. Why would you do? But it is kind of built around trying to get a good knockout on Pokemon V or V Maxes without using them myself. Okay, how is this going to go? You played an energy from hand, I believe, so that's fine. I was going to say the most you could have done is probably get Pikachu V charged up. I'm going to get another one of our double colorless. It's not really double colorless. It does the same kind of thing for a non-Pokemon V. We're going to go ahead and Evolution Incense. Grab ourselves a Ninjask. So I do have, technically you see here, I have a basic Shedinja, but the ability of Shell Survival says put this Pokemon into play only with the effect of Ninjask's cast off Shell ability. So when I'm setting up to play, I can't put it as my active or a bench Pokemon. And I can't even play it from hand, despite the fact it's a basic. So what we do is, Ninjask says when you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon during your turn, search your deck for a Shedinja and put it onto your bench. We're going to do just that. We're going to put down the Ninjask. We're going to look for Shedinja. The other two are here, so that goes onto the bench. We will free retreat into our Trubbish. I'm going to give the Twin Energy to our Shedinja. I want to get more cards, though, so we're going to play Bird Keeper, bring back our Ninjask. We've got the Cape of Toughness. I'm going to give that to Shedinja. So basic Pokemon that have this attached have 50 HP plus, except Pokemon GX. Let's play the Pokegear and find a supporter, Marnie. Very useful. And that's it for that turn. So there are still 2 cards I need to get in play for this strategy to work. I have everything else that I need, just need 2 cards. And here comes the Pikachu V. Admittedly, if I lose a Ninjask, that's not the worst case scenario. Okay, Marnie's fine as long as I get what I need. I only get 4 cards back, but they could be the 4 cards that are required for this to work. Technically, one of these is workable. But I'm gonna need more time. I do have a way to get another item using Trubbish's Lucky Find, so this could work. I'm trying to strategize in my mind how this can go. So, Tapu Koko, Prism Star. We have the Dance of the Ancients. If this Pokemon on the bench, choose 2 of your bench Pokemon, attach Lightning Energy from the discard pile to each of them. If you do, discard all cards from this Pokemon, put in Lost. Alright, I think that's what you're doing right about now. So each one of these, I think, gains 1? Yeah, so 1 to each of them, and then it goes Lost. So it's interesting. You're losing a decent card, but I mean, you're getting more energy, so that is good as well. So I'm going to play down the Turf Field Stadium, which can be now used by both sides to search your deck for an Evolution Grass Pokemon, which I will grab. Can't play it, we don't have the Nincada, but I'm kind of just, again, thinning out my deck a little bit. Let's retreat into Trubbish, and we got to use Lucky Find. What can we find item-wise that's going to help us out? This will. Okay, I'm going to grab that. I need another energy. So if you're not aware, I will say, Shedinja, here the attack of Life Squeeze, which is where the name Easy Squeezy comes from. It says put damage counters on your opponent's active Pokemon until its remaining HP is 10. So, for example, I would be doing 180 damage to Pikachu V. And you'll see why that's important. Bird Keeper, what are you doing? Oh no, that's going to hurt me. That's now going to be 80 damage. My Trubbish can't Lucky Find anything for us after this. Hopefully, he's done what I need him to do. Vitality Band, eh? Okay, that does work for us. We're going to Evolution Incense, grab myself a Garbodor, going into our hand. Let us evolve into Garbodor. So right now, I'm going to use this again just to thin the deck a little bit, get the other Ninjask out. We can retreat. Okay, so here's the way the strategy is supposed to work. We're going to just retreat the Trubbish. We're going to put up our Shedinja. Trubbish's ability, Poisonous Puddle, says once during your turn, if a stadium's in play, you may make your opponent's active Pokemon poisoned. We're going to do that. We're going to do that. There we go. So, Zapdos is now poisoned. I will attach another Twin Energy to Shedinja. Use the attack of Life Squeeze to put 100 damage, like 10 damage counters on it. The poison kicks in. That takes out any Pokemon the opponent might have. And Sailor Pika cannot get any energies. I mean, that works for me. Unfortunate for you. My apologies. But that works well for me. So what does this even do again? Vitality Band, they do 10 more damage. Okay. But if we can hang on... So, I mean, the idea is this could work against Pokemon V and stuff like that, but the problem being, we don't really have a lot of HP. Shedinja itself only has 30. We're adding 50 using the Cape of Toughness. There is one other card I have to try to add more sort of defense to Shedinja, but whether or not that comes to be remains to be seen. Play the ordinary Rod, shuffle back 2 Pokemon, 2 energies, or both. So I could go for the both. I always forget to look. There's a section at the bottom of that card that says do both. You gotta click it. I often forget to see that. Not forget to see it. I often just don't see it, and I wind up losing because of that. So again, I'm gonna just thin the deck, grab another one of the Ninjask. There's another stadium I want to get though, because it does decent good. But for now, let's just do this. We'll do the Poisonous Puddle. Pikachu V has been poisoned. I'm going to use the Life Squeeze. 180 damage, and the poison takes it down. So we're at least seeing how the strategy is supposed to work. Now come on, Sailor Pika, get some energies. Start fighting back. Even this out. Or tackle me for a whopping 20. Ooh, I got myself a Professor's Research. Sailor Pika said, that's a lot of damage. Indeed. Life Squeeze basically brings anything down to 10 hit points left, which the poison then takes care of. Now, of course, there's some Pokemon that have abilities that say this Pokemon can't be poisoned. No! What are you doing to me? Shuffle my hand to the deck and draw a card featuring prize card. That's terrible! I can't have those in my hand! The Shedinja, the only way I can play them is if they're in my deck when I play a Ninjask. So, that was a random chance, super hindrance to the strategy. But kind of cool that happened. Hello to Unknown Spike. Welcome to the adventures of a brand new deck that I put together. Let's see how well can we make it function. Let's do the trick. We're going to do a poison. We're going to use the Life Squeeze. And don't worry, Unknown Spike, you're not too late. We're still doing our first battle here. The kind of cool thing for me, though, might be that you missed out on what the strategy is. So, could have a chance at getting, assuming we win this one, could have a chance at getting a second win, perhaps. But we'll see how things go. That's a huge hand of cards that Sailor Pika has right now. Could really change the tide of battle. And I don't expect you were in a match. Hopefully it went well for you. I'm losing now, just down to 2 cards. Neither of those cards I really need. Although, can I shuffle anything back with the Rod? No, not at all. That only shuffles back basic. Yes, my free retreat Pokemon comes up. I'll take that. If you brought up one of the Trubbish or the Garbodor, that might have actually slowed things down. But we're going to go ahead and retreat into our Shedinja, do the Poisonous Puddle, and do the Life Squeeze. Down to 10 HP remaining. Poison finishes off the Voltorb. And, okay, that did work. My strategy came into play really well. But, again, as you said, you were having trouble getting energy. So that could have changed quite a bit if you had energies to get that Pikachu V powered up. I mean, as soon as Shedinja falls, we would just be done. Let me see here. So here, yeah, you can click and see what the deck list is. Again, I'm going to just play through another match here, but I'm going to break that down afterwards. But before we do that, I'm going to give yous a chance at one of our code cards. This one I will put in the chat, I think. Oh, so Unknown Spike, you say you're playing Pokemon Go now as well. We actually have only about 15 seconds until this level 1 raid, potentially a Bagon, hatches up. And if it's a Bagon, and if you folks need Bagon for your Hoenn collection research or the collection challenge, we can do a raid battle together. Wait, let's see. I'm going to show you. I'll see on my playback. What is it? What is it? Do we see Bagon? I need Bagon. What are you? It's a Trico. Ain't no one need no Trico. I mean, technically, you might, but would you spend a remote raid pass on that where you can probably easily find them in the wild? I would say probably not. So, well, the game fails us all. Let's see. So Pika says, the hand you had was unlucky the entire time, but the strategy is cool. Thank you for saying so. This is similar to something I had done a while back. It was actually a lot easier to make use of. I'll explain why. And there is a way I can sort of make this strategy here a little better as well. Okay, so I'm going to randomly grab another Sun and Moon Guardians Rising. Is this one usable? Hang on. I have a mark on here saying that it was used as a question of the day. And if it is, that would have been a while back. So I'm going to hide the screen for a second. I just got to test and see if this code is decent. Where is this? There it is. Big old black screen for a moment here, but let me just make sure I'm giving out a proper code for you. I can't use my webcam, so I gotta type this one in, but I can do it. I can do it. Okay. And again, what's really cool, even though if you have a Pokemon TCG online code card from an IRL booster pack, you see there's hyphens, it's all capitals. You don't need to do none of that. It'll take it either way. Okay, so this one is good. I'm going to back out. One sec here. Let's go to my deck manager. Okay, I didn't redeem that. Okay, so I'm going to give you... Wait, hang on. I got to put the screen back on so you don't see nothing but blackness. There we go. Okay, so get ready. I'm going to type this one into the chat. You know what I just said, too? You don't need to go for all caps and hyphens, but for whatever reason, I feel like I need to when I'm typing it out for you folks. I guess I just want to present it in the proper way that Pokemon TCG... Oh, wait. Are we? There we go. I was like, my screen's still black. That was the playback, 30 seconds delayed. But it's like I want to present the codes the way they look on the actual card. So this is Guardians Rising. Code in the chat for whoever wants to grab that one first. Okay, make sure everything is back up to where it should be. And let's see. So if you're saying you don't need a Trico, never spend a pass on that, because yeah, it's, again, like 100 coins for a remote raid pass. Save that and you can just find a Trico. In fact, if you haven't found a Trico yet, that would be surprising because they've been in the wild for this past 4 days now, I think. So let's see. Unknown Spike, you're looking for your second Kyogre. The first one was shiny. Congratulations. Very nice. I myself am still looking for a second one as well for our, what is this, Hoenn Celebration research. I need one more Kyogre. Problem is, I'm out of remote raid passes for the moment. So I gotta rely on one to appear at my local gym and hopefully get enough people to invite to help take it down. But I'm patient. We still have 2 days and 5 hours. Getting kind of close there. The nice thing, though, is even if I don't complete this research, it'll hurt because I like doing research, but the only thing I'd really be missing out on, I suppose, would be the Rayquaza with a special exclusive attack. But I've got the TMs if I need to teach it the attack anyway, so I'm not that hung up over missing out on that. I want to complete the Hoenn collection challenge though, so I can keep adding to my collection master badge or whatever it's called. I want to build that up as much as I can, if I can. Sailor Pika still needs Minun, Plusle, and Bagon. If you, I don't know how well you're able to get out and about nowadays at this point with the pandemic and such, but there are some field research tasks that say to catch 11 Pokemon, I think. That one has given me Minun twice so far, so that's a way you can get Minun. I don't know if it can give you Plusle also, But definitely I've seen Minun come from it. Hopefully plus them. Okay, but if you don't have them from that, you, on Sunday, there's a special Mareep incense hour, or not incense hour, incense event. I think it's like 6 hours. Go to PokemonGoLive.com and check their updates and look for the Mareep incense event. They say at different hours throughout the day, you're going to be able to find possible Plusle or Minun coming from incense during the electric hours. Dragon hours might generate a Bagon. So that could be a way to get them. Also, stay tuned to my the community tab on the channel. And if I do see any Bagon raids happening at my gym, I'm going to put a notice out for people if anybody wants to jump in and get that through a remote raid pass. So I'm trying to help out as much as I can with my limited mobility as it is too. Let's see, Unknown Spike has gotten Tapu Koko GX. Nice. Very cool. Glad you can get that off of that booster. Let's see. So Pika says you might wait for the incense day. It's probably going to make sense. Yeah, like, I don't know how rare Bagon might be, but, you know, that remains to be seen. Okay, Unknown Spike, you need ideas for the new Noivern GX deck. Do you want to do a battle? Okay, first of all, before we do a match, I'm going to say go to your settings, right here on your the options thing, and under the deck list sharing on the right side, make sure you have share with everyone, or even just share in friend battle matches. Either of these top two selections, choose one of those. I'm going to say apply there, and battle me using your Noivern GX deck, because then what we can do after the battle is over, I can look at your deck list, and we can maybe all throw some ideas together on how to, like, touch it up, if you feel like doing that. Because I would be glad to offer whatever advice I can to help beef that up. Cool thing is, too, your deck is going to be, expanded format, so we'll have a lot more options to look at. So I'll hang out here for just a little bit. Kind of cool the easy squeezy worked as well as it did. Again, it came down to Sailor Pika having a bit of a hindrance with limited card access, but at least it got to show off the power of the deck. So I'm not too upset over that. And in about, what time is it? In about maybe another 10 minutes or so, we'll issue out another code card. I'll put it under the face cam for the next one. I also renamed this deck here with the double KO Kerplody, because it's the idea is I think Forage just knocking itself out is like exploding. See, I'm trying to find ways to like take down massive amount of HP Pokemon with as minimal effort as needed, because like no one's going to expect a stage 1 non-Pokemon V or VMAX or anything to be able to one-shot a Pokemon VMAX. So that's the idea with Foragers, that's the idea with the Life Squeeze of Shedinja as well. I've also sort of tweaked this a little bit. I have one Tapu Koko, basically because with a colorless energy, any color energy, I can at least draw 2 cards using Allure, as opposed to doing nothing except free retreat with Zeraora. Because this Tapu Koko also has free retreat as well. So if I was to touch this up again, I would take this Zeraora out, add another Tapu Koko once I can get one. And I still need to get Boss's Orders though, because in the Easy Squeezy deck, Boss's Orders would be great. When you had your Pikachu V on the bench, I could have played Boss's Orders and brought it up, poisoned it with the Garbodor, and then done Life Squeeze before it could even get powered up, you know? So I could take out a Pokemon V before it has a chance to really damage us that much. Because definitely, you know what, I'm going to see, do we have any Boss's Orders for trade up here? Usually I'm the one that has to put an offer out. Do I have any offers? No, I don't. Thanks, Nathan. Let me know that I'm off the ball today. I just type in boss orders. Or I just type the word orders, maybe. Oh, if somebody wants my boss's orders, well, that's not happening because I ain't got one. Ooh, Unknown Spike's considering combining with Beedrill. Would that be the Beedrill EX that I use, or one of the other Beedrill from maybe later sets? But either way, we can take a look for sure and try to build up on the Noivern. I don't think anyone's going to offer me a boss's orders until I set out the trade. I guess I'll just show you is this too, since it's a nice quiet day. You know, there's not too much I gotta like, keep up on. I'll show you what I usually do when I'm looking for a card I really want. I'm gonna find it, of course, first of all. And what set is this from? This is... I don't know. But there's like a number of bosses orders. I think they're all probably from the same expansion. Yes, they are. Okay. So I always just go for like the basic. I know people like the flashy, like, you know, full art, reverse foil, whatever. I'm like, as long as the card's playable, that's all I'm looking for. So definitely I'll go for a basic boss's orders. And to try to make sure that I have a chance to get it really well, I guess, I'm going to offer up some of my uncommon trainers. But I'll go from most to least. And Spirit Links, no one's really going to want to use them anymore, I don't think. Band cards, probably nobody wants to use them anymore. Tierno, maybe. I'm going to throw him in here as an option. But I'm also going to throw in Energy Pouch and Energy Recycler. So I'll basically offer 3 of my supporters for 1 supporter. And quite often, people will take you up on that. Depending on, of course, what you're asking for. So I'm just going to leave that for now. We'll see if that gets confirmed or not. And just roll with that. So you're talking about the Beedrill from this current expansion. Let's take a look at that. Show not owned, because I ain't got none of them yet. I do want to try to make this work just because of the uniqueness of it. So once during your turn, if this Pokemon is the last card in your hand, you may play it on your bench. And if you do, draw 3 cards. So that's the tricky part, though. Getting yourself down to just that single Beedrill in hand. What I like about this, though, is that it doesn't need to evolve into Beedrill. Like this here, it says, if this card is the last one you have, it, as a Stage 2 Beedrill, can just go straight down. So you've already got your Beedrill fully evolved up and ready for Sharp Sting. You're going to need like at least 2 turns to get it powered up is the problem with that, though. Unless you have energy down, you have like Energy Switch or something like that. But it could be usable. Sailor Pika says you're that way too. You're okay getting the basic looking cards as long as they're playable. Don't need the flashy cards. Like I've said before too, what I will occasionally do is if I have like say 2 bosses orders, I might offer both of them up plus maybe an extra train or something to try to get the full art or reverse foil. And as I get more rare cards in that case, I'll try to just offer 2 of the rare cards for the even more rare and build them up that way. But as long as you get the basic playable card, that's fine. I remember at the Heroes League, Heroes Beacon Pokemon League in town, I had a full art Blastoise EX from the X and Y base set, and one of our players was coming by watching me just doing a match, and he saw the Blastoise. He's like, "Is that for trade?" And I said, "Well, no, it's the only one I have right now, and if I happen to get a rare card, I will hang on to it." But he was like, "Oh, but I need that card for my deck." What he meant was, I want that card for my deck to replace the not full art Blastoise EX I already have. But it's funny how people, like, of all ages, you know, even the older players have said stuff like that. "Oh, I need that full art for this deck." You don't need it. You want it. I get what you're saying. Not having that full art it breaks the pattern that you have, but come on. You don't need it. I'm kind of like, if I have 2 full arts of something, I don't mind trading the other full art for an equally rare card, but I don't need 2 of them because it's like, I'll give another one to spread the joy, because you never know. That one player could be like, "Oh, but you know, this card makes my deck look so much cooler." It's like, that's what it's about, you know. Not necessarily hoarding all these super rares for yourself, but spreading the joy, spreading the fun. Sailor Pika says you pulled a secret scare. This ain't Halloween. Secret rare scoop up net yesterday. What does that look like? I gotta go to the trainers. Let's look for scoop up. Wait, what am I doing? Most to least? No, newest to oldest. That's what you're talking about. Very cool. Put one of your Pokemon that's not a Pokemon V or a Pokemon GX into your hand. That would work well, actually, too, if you have things that say when you play this Pokemon, such and such happens. That might be good for me to consider putting into the Ninjask deck. Because I could bring back the Nincada and Ninjask, play the Nincada, play Nincada, next turn, Ninjask to get another one of our Shedinja out. That would be cool. But speaking of the super secret rare stuff, I'm going to show, what is this? What is it? Hang on. No, what is that? We have collection attributes. Here we go. I'm gonna just say foil. So I know I have. What is this? Oh, get out of here, you! My search options. I have a recent gold-rimmed something or other. Well, I've got this. It's trade locked, but I have this rainbow brush, which is really not the most useful card. Choose an energy card attached to one of your Pokemon. Search your deck for a basic energy card and switch it with that card. I guess, like, technically you could use that to get rid of a special energy, but you're putting a basic back. So if you want to try to save a special energy from getting lost when something gets knocked out, that could be good. But even when this card first came out, I was thinking, how viable will that kind of be? I've got this also trade lock, Mysterious Treasure. Discard a card from your hand if you do search for a Psychic or Dragon Pokemon. And yada, yada, yada. But there was one I saw that was doing a trade offer. How far back does this go? I have all these? Man! I got a lot of full arts. I forgot I had these. I guess this was back during my trade up phase. I don't think it was this far back, though, I was thinking of. Or maybe it was. Hang on. There's gotta be a way to do filter. Hang on. Rare Secret, maybe? Full art? Does this work? Maybe that's all I saw then. No, I know what I'm thinking. Energy. Hang on. This is what I'm talking about. Rare Secret. This. Unit Energy. That's what I saw. I do have a lot of the full art trainers indeed. Just a lot of trading up to try to get them, and then I haven't traded them back out to get multiple lesser copies, but I always have that option in my back pocket. So stuff like this, like I don't really even use this kind of an energy, but I could offer this for a number of special energies that I need. This one, it says provides colorless energy. While it's attached to a Pokemon, it provides grass, fire, and water, but only one unit of energy at a time. And I've got this nice trade locked. Water, gold rim, secret rare. That is what it's called, isn't it? Rare secret, not secret rare. Okay, I'm gonna jump into a match against a computer player, just for the sake of doing so, and we're gonna test this out. We've already sort of seen it in play, but I wonder how fast I can get it set up against a computer opponent. And then once this is done, I'll put another code on screen for the members to fight over. Okay, so I am going to be going second. I can use my supporter. I'm going to lead with Trubbish and bench Nincada, because I kind of want Nincada active for when it eventually gets to evolve. Actually, we can evolve it next turn because we do have Turffield Stadium here. So I'm going to play Turffield. I will grab a Ninjask, and let's just take a look-see. Okay, 2 Shedinja are in the deck. I rarely ever take a look at what's in the deck, but I think this deck here kind of warrants that. Okay, play the Bird Keeper. I got the Ninjask first because that's one less Ninjask that I'll happen to draw into to try to get other cards available. And I've got some good energy options right here. I'm going to play out the Pokegear 3.0. No trainers. Great. Alright, we're done with that. Let's just throw this onto our Trubbish in case we needs it, and that's our first turn. So then close out my Pokemon Go for now then, since I'm giving us no Bagon. I did see a Bagon just the end of a raid last night, I think it was. And I was like, alright, well, first of all, I don't really want to use a remote raid pass, because there is a chance I'll be able to get the Bagon on Sunday. But I didn't want to use a remote raid. Okay, anyway, let's focus on this. We're going to use or evolve our Garbodor. With the stadium in play, we are going to Poisonous Puddle. Poison on the Tropius. I shall evolve into Ninjask from hand, therefore getting myself a Shedinja to put on the bench. I am going to give Shedinja the Cape of Toughness, the Twin Energy, and we're going to retreat into Shedinja. But wait, Professor, you might be saying, you don't yet have energy to attack with. Well, you are right. First, let's get this out. But I do have Bird Keeper in hand to bring back our free retreat Pokemon. We've got the Evolution Incense. Now, usually I'll play this to get something out of the deck to thin it out. It might be good to hang on to it. I'm changing my mind right away. I'm going to grab myself the other Garbodor. Again, just so that's one less card we draw into next turn. And that's that. Alright, now, fortunately we have Sonya in hand, because she can let me find 2 basic energy. We only need... Now, that's the problem with this stadium. And I want to show you the other stadium I want to get into play. So this stadium allows the other player to also get evolved grass types if they happen to be using a grass type deck. So if I can get my other stadium, that would be preferable. No such luck just yet, though. Okay, let's play Sonya. Let's grab 2 basic energies. Grab a couple of darks, I guess. I will give one to Shedinja, which now has enough energy to attack with. I'm also going to play the Ordinary Rod and bring back our fallen Ninjask. And the Nincada card as well. Okay, so it's still poison. That's fine. We're going to Life Squeeze, putting, looks like 80 damage on it. And the poison drops Tropius. Where's my other stadium? I want to put that into place so we can see what that strategy's all about. Oh, this thing's going to spore me. No, it's not. They didn't give it energy. Alright, now what evolved grass type are they going to grab? No, no. No, I needed that. No, I needed that too. Oh, Nathan, what are you doing, man? First you mess up my trades and now this. Okay, another evolution incense. I need, well, actually, I need basic Pokemon. A couple of Nincada. Down to the bench they will go. Let's get that poison in effect as well. And I can actually grab another thing from the Turffield Stadium, another Ninjask. So this is a little slow going, because I have to take 2 turns now to power up Shedinja. And I no longer have my Cape of Toughness. But Breloom needs at least 2 turns to power up, which is good. Can I find another Cape of Toughness? That'd be sweet. Okay. So let's go ahead and evolve into Ninjask. Do we have... We only have 1 left, so I'm going to hang on to the other Ninjask. Because if I play it now, we're not going to make any use of its ability. Let's give this to Shedinja. I don't think I've got any more... No more grass evolutions in the deck. So I think we just got to go for the Life Squeeze. Nathan is fighting me today, isn't he? He's being nasty. What did I do to Nathan? Who are you, Nathan, to be messing with me? Come on. Hey, that's not the stadium, but that could get me a whole new hand. Unless I now fail the coin flip, because this thing, with its dizzying wind, whenever I play a trainer card during my turn now, I have to flip a coin. If heads, no effect, the card just gets tossed out. So, in fact, I might even wait till next turn. So I'm going to poison this puddle. Poison that. Yeah, I think the best thing is just to go for the knockout. So Life Squeeze for 8 damage counters, 1 more from the poison, and down goes the Venomoth. But yeah, so we got to see how effective this can be against a supersized Pokemon V. The giving enough damage counters to anything to bring it down to 10 HP remaining, and then of course the poison doing its thing. There's a lot of, well, hang on. I was gonna say there's a lot of good cards that I don't want to lose, but I could play the research. I want to get my other stadium. I want to show what it do. Alright, let's just poison you. We still have 3 prizes to take, so this could work out. Let's retreat into our Shedinja. Start powering up the next Shedinja. Let's get another energy out of the deck. Only 1 grass energy remains. Now, of course, that only finds basic energy. My twin energy is a special energy, so it wouldn't find that. And let's just go for the Life Squeeze. Down goes a Masquerain. Where's my other stadium? Where's my other stadium? At least there's my Shedinja. No! Look, I've only got 20 HP left. You know what we're about to do, don't you? We just grab Marnie. We're going to play Marnie. First, let's do our Poisonous Puddle. Okay, we're going to be shuffling a lot of cards away. I don't care. I want to find my stadium. Or my Skylas. Where's Skyla? I got 2 Skylas in here. There's 1. Okay, next turn. the last turn of the match, I'll show you what the other part of my strategy is all about. Let's grab this, and life squeeze. When we were playing against, when I was playing against OMG Sark last time, I think, his, that Wailord that he had, that Wailord V, I believe, could you imagine? This strategy could take that down in one hit. You know, poison it, life squeeze, down it goes. Alright, I was gonna say, watch me get the stadium I need without even playing Skyla. But we're gonna play Skyla. Let's find Chichester Bath. Or is it Sirchester? It's probably Sirchester. Yeah, it wouldn't be Chir. It's not C-H-I-R. So, the other thing we do to help out for Shedinja is Sirchester Bath. All basic Pokemon, both sides, take 20 less damage from attacks. From attacks of the opposing Pokemon after applying weakness and resistance. So that basically says you got to hit this with 50 damage to be able to take it out, plus 50 more if it has that Cape of Toughness. So it can take 90 damage, like a 90 damage attack, and still survive. But anything like 100 and above will drop it, because it is, even though it's technically like it evolves from Nincada the way Ninjask does, like they split, it's still in this form. It's considered basic. It's been a stage 1 before, which is interesting. But anyway, that's beside the point. So this gives it extra defense. Was there anything else I wanted to mention? I don't think so. Let's just go ahead and Poisonous Puddle, poison the Tropius, life squeeze, down to 10 HP remaining, poison finishes it. So again, like my crazy idea is, if the opponent has just the right thing, like a way to prevent poisoning, I can at least bring them down to 10, and someone else can come up and just get, like, 10 damage off to get the knockout. Something I could do, and I was considering something along these lines, was, there's another stadium. Is it Spikemouth? Spikemouth. Whenever a player's active Pokemon moves to the bench during their turn, put 2 damage counters on that Pokemon. So if we life squeeze them down to 10 left, they would either have to leave it active and faint next turn, or retreat it and knock it out themselves, which would be an interesting strategy, like an interesting situation for them to find themselves in. Do I let them get the win, or do I rob them of the victory? Either way, they're still getting my prize cards. But there is something that I could do to make this work more consistently, although I don't want to, because it requires adding a Pokemon V into the deck, and I'm trying to work this strategy without Pokemon V. But Galarian Slowbro V, the ability of Rapid Fire Poison, says once during your turn, if this Pokemon is active, you may make your opponent's active Pokemon poisoned. That is difficult because, first of all, this needs to be active. You would then need to switch it out using, say, like Bird Keeper. A switch card itself could do it as well. If it had a Float Stone, if that's still standard format, I don't think it is, but even Air Balloon could at least reduce the retreat. Either way, as long as you could get this retreated to bring up your Shedinja, like, poison first, Shedinja can life squeeze, take it down. The trouble with that is that next turn you would need to retreat your Shedinja to bring Slowbro back up to poison, and you can't do another retreat. So you would need to have Bird Keepers or other trainer cards to be able to maneuver them around. So that's why I was considering trying to get some of these, but I thought, you know what? In the end, it's not really going to help us that much. We need a way to poison from the bench using an ability, not an attack or anything, to have Shedinja be able to stay active, do its attack every turn, lead to the knockout. I was looking through so many of these cards the past several sets to find something that could poison, burn, anything that gives you lingering damage at the end of a turn. And this was the only real thing I could see that would work standard-wise. But at least it does work in the right situations. Alright, so once again, y'all have been pretty patient with me doing all my rambling. We're going to shuffle up another chunk of these cards. Grab you a code for a potential booster pack, maybe even a collection box or something. It's going to be a code for... Can you believe this? Another Sun and Moon Guardians Rising. Unknown Spike just got Tapu Koko GX out of the last one. Let's see what either of you can get for this. And this one is going to go on the video itself. Under Mule Face Cam. Okay. No, stop that. I hate that. I try to clear out the code, but it unhighlights. I will be typing for days with no effect. Okay, let's see here. Hopefully you're enjoying this stream a lot more than the last one there, Sailor Pika. Oh, I felt bad seeing all those, like, the timeouts that had to happen. And people wondering, you know, why did I get timed out? It's like, well, I mean, the rules are right up in the pinned message. Just follow those, and there will not be an issue. You had mentioned something about slow mode as well. I'll see if I... Oh, I'll see if I can look into that. I'll look into that. First, I'm going to give you the Guardians Rising booster pack code. But slow mode, that might work if it's what I'm expecting. It could just be a matter of so making it so that the messages come in at a more even pace. Like, I don't find that pace is all that rough. It's like the spamming is what the worst thing is, I guess, because if someone keeps putting their name over and over and over, then it's just filling up the list of names and stuff. I don't find it too hard to go back to where I said raid and then find the first 5 names. So that's not the issue. I might, next time though, I'll say, if you're spamming the name, your trainer name, I might say that disqualifies you for this raid, but next time, make sure you're not spamming. And that could be the only real, at least not only real, but one deterrent that could prevent that. And so Pika's saying that the Life Squeeze did work pretty well, destroyed Pikachu V. Yeah, 180 damage, 18 damage counters just by squeeze and then the poison. You're thinking of building a Samurott deck. I was considering that as well, because I like Samurott's simple ability of... I don't have him yet. Oh, no. But the ability Shell Armor. This Pokemon just straight up takes 30 less damage after weaknessing resistance. Aqua Wash. For 120, you may put 2 energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon into their hand. Okay, let me see its evolutionary line, because I want to see about the Duat and Oshawott. Where he's at. These are the newest ones, I think. Water Gun, Aqua Wash. Okay. What about Duat? Water Gun, Seashell Attack. I was wondering, like, this attack, it's powerful. It's 40 damage per energy, which is nice. But I'm wondering if there's something better that it could have done. And I think a Memory Capsule held item could have let it use any of its previous attacks, but they're not really anywhere near more impressive. So, Memory Capsule is probably not the best thing to go with there. That wouldn't be bad. You know what this... Okay, I was thinking of this as well to help power up Shedinja quicker. Frostmoth. So, you know what? Let's look at the nice fancy one, which I don't have, but it looks fancy. The ability of Ice Dance. As often as you like during your turn, you may attach a water energy card from your hand to one of your bench Pokemon. That is good. That would work well with Nessa. What? Hang on. What? Oh, weakness. Never mind. Nessa. There we go. It's not always funny. Like, what you choose to type in, it searches the cards with those characters exactly. Anyway, Nessa. Put up to 4 in any combination of water Pokemon and water energy cards from your discard pile into your hand. So you can get all 4 energy back. Frostmoth could let you play all 4 out. And there's, of course, I think as OMG Sark said last time, Capacious Bucket. Search your deck for up to 2 water energy. Reveal them, put them into your hand. So, of course, 4 of these could be in the deck. If you have all 4 in hand, boom, 8 water energy. Frostmoth lets you play them all out. So, there's some potential for a water deck. And again, I was thinking of putting in a water energy Capacious Bucket with Frostmoth to help power Shedinja up quicker. But if I was to do that, I would have so limited space for all of the Pokemon, because I definitely need a Pokemon that can do the poisoning. And Garbodor is the way that I went with for that. So you timed people out because they were spamming. I timed you out because you weren't listening, or because you were spamming people. If you listened, you wouldn't have to time me out. Exactly, and that's the thing. That, like, sometimes I figure maybe people don't notice the pinned message. It's, you know, that's not really on any of us. The pinned message is there for a reason. But all I can do is keep pointing out to people to check that message. And they give you such limited characters now. You can only put like 200 characters. I'll try to, like, I have it saved on my computer. I just gotta copy paste it whenever we do one of the raid streams. I'll try to limit it down to add in no spamming say, you know, spamming can get you timed out or whatever. So I'll try to touch up the message, but again, it comes down to if they take a moment to read that message. As much as I can keep repeating, check the message, they might not. So, I mean, at that point, the most info we can put out there to help them not get timed out, we've done what we can. If they go against those rules, then timeout has to just be the way to go. Alright, anyways, Sailor Pika, you totally forgot there was a code on screen. It was funny, I was leaving it there, I'm like, someone must have got it. I took it off, but you happened to just grab it. Yes, you did. You grabbed it, and hopefully you got something good from, that was a Guardians Rising as well. Alright, so, let me go back to my deck manager here. Let me see if there's anything else I can mention about how this deck is supposed to work. The reason I got two different kind of Trubbish in here is not because there's a strategy behind it, it's just because I only got two of these Trubbish. I had to throw in this one just to give me 3 for evolving up. Although that wouldn't be terrible if I had to use that. Venoshock does 20, but if the target is poisoned, 50 more. But primarily, our Shedinja is the one to do the attacking. So for trainers, I got some energy retrievals. I don't even really think I need those that much. When I get boss's orders, well, these are the first ones that are going to go. Turbo Patch. Flip a coin. If you happen to get 50% lucky, you can attach a basic energy to a basic Pokemon. And the only reason that is in here right now is because Shedinja is a basic. If it was the stage 1, like previous Shedinja have been, this would not be anywhere near this deck. That doesn't help a non-basic at all. But still, they'd be the first to go. Putting in probably 2 bosses' orders. I might even want 4 bosses' orders, to be honest. But we got an energy search. And if we had a standard format Professor's Letter, those would be replaced, because the more energy you can get, the better. Evolution Incense to help us find our Garbodor or Ninjask. This is to help shuffle back. As I say, the Ninjask are kind of expendable, because once they've been played and gotten Shedinja in play, other than the free retreat cost, that's all Ninjask is really needed for. This, like I said, this was a tougher one to sort of set up, this deck, because getting everything into play seems more difficult. I was going to mention, too, if this was expanded, how can I make this an expanded? I don't think I can. Export deck. This button is to fix a deck to make it standard. So I'm just going to back out. Go to our collection. So, first of all, since our Garbodor needs a stadium in play to be able to poison, this was the way to go back in the day. And this was from X and Y, I think. Ariados here with the ability Poisonous Nest. Once during your turn, you may use this ability. Both active Pokemon are now poisoned. So that wouldn't be great. We'd be poisoning our own Pokemon. But if we had Ninjask active, it could free retreat, of course. So the poison would just go away. But at least with our Garbodor, we don't poison ourselves. So that was a quicker way to cause poison. Except grass. Actually, no. If Ninjask was up, grass types wouldn't be poisoned. No. Now that I think about it, the new way is better. Because what if we were fighting a grass-type deck? Ariados cannot poison grass-type Pokemon using its ability. So I guess maybe the new way is the best way to go. Only poisons the opponent and can poison any type as long as you have a stadium in play. But most decks in the day, this was good. The other thing that kind of replace, or that Shedinja takes over for now, would be Eradicate Break. This guy, once again, grab your monitors off your tables and flip them sideways. Super Fang, for only 2 colorless energy, says, put damage counters on your opponent's active Pokemon until its remaining HP is 10. So, you would use Ariados to poison both Pokemon. Super Fang, Eradicate Break, takes them down to 10 left, the poison drops them. What made this really good is the brokenness that the Eradicate Break evolves from. In that same set, has the ability of antibodies. This Pokemon can't be affected by any special conditions. So, Eradicate Break would play over top of the picture up here. Eradicate Break would maintain the ability, the weakness, resistance, retreat, and attacks of its previous form, while adding this attack on top of it, plus more HP. So it would still be immune to poisoning. And that was a brutal combo in the day, but again, that would not work against grass-type Pokemon. Unlike our current Puddle, the Garbodor that could poison anything on the opposing side if you've got a stadium. So as I say, this deck does have a lot of intricate pieces that need to be in play to make use of, but when they are all in play, it works pretty good. there we have it. I keep wanting to get the stadium in play. What was it? We only got it in play during that last match. On the last turn, too. I wonder if there's other, like, okay, I was also thinking of, I don't think this is still standard legal. I think it's outdated now. But I was considering the experience share for a bench Shedinja to, basically when your active Pokemon's knocked out by damage from an opponent's attack, you may move one basic energy from that Pokemon to the Pokemon holding this. So that could speed up powering up Shedinja. But, again, I don't think this is standard format. The other thing is, though, I need to have those Cape of Toughnesses added for the extra 50 HP. Because with 30 HP for your Shedinja, that's not going to take much damage. It's just so awkward to put this into play. Like I said, too, when you did that reset stamp and I had 2 of my 3 cards were Shedinja, that doesn't help. It has to be in the deck when I play Ninjask to be able to play it. So, I mean, you can make it work, but the ability, like just to get it into play and then to give it enough energy, that is the difficult setup. That's why I had to make sure to get some of our twin energies. Which, if anyone's unfamiliar with that, I'll just give this a little go over. As long as this card is attached to a Pokemon that's not a V or GX, it provides double colorless energy. If it is attached to a V or a GX, it only gives 1 colorless energy. So definitely, this is for a non-V Pokemon deck. There's something else I was going to mention too. Okay, yeah, we can't see it yet, but there is. Which card is it? There's in the new set. There's some cards coming out that say if the target Pokemon has a rule box, it's knocked out or takes extra damage or something like that. And what that means is, I've actually mentioned this before too, but see down here at the bottom of Galarian, Darmanitan, VMAX, it says VMAX rule. So all this description down here, that's considered a rule box. So we've had that for Pokemon EX, Pokemon GX, Pokemon V. Anything else? Probably things like probably the break cards would have them as well, but anything that has a rule box can now be targeted with that text on a certain card saying if the target has a rule box. Because as EXs kind of like went by the wayside and GXs took over, and now that the GXs are going out and the Pokemon V are coming in, imagine if they had to keep specifying all 3 of those, like this attack does 40 more damage to a Pokemon EX, a Pokemon GX, or a Pokemon V. That is wordy, and that would be just unnecessarily descriptive. But now if they say this does 40 more damage if the target has a rule box, that covers all of that, plus anything in the future that might come out. Wally, the trainer card. Where are you at, Wally? Did I what? No, I type it. I type it all. So he's banned now. Yeah, it can't be used. So search your deck for a card that evolves from one of your Pokemon, except for a Pokemon EX, and put it onto that Pokemon. So technically, you could have used Wally to play your Pikachu V, Wally into Pikachu VMAX, because that's not a Pokemon EX. It does say also you can use this card during your first turn or on a Pokemon that was put into play this turn. So it could be a turn 1 evolution. I can see why he's banned. They should sort of bring him back, but adjust the text. If they did that, because technically if they did that, the way it works, if a card ever gets printed with the same name as a previous card, but the new card's rule is different, you can use the older cards, but in an official Play Pokemon event, the older card has to be interpreted as if it has the new text of the later printed card. So if they brought Wally back to say, search your deck for a card that evolves from one of your Pokemon, excluding a Pokemon with a rule box, that could make this work again, and then all previous Wallies could still be supported. So they could make Wally great again. They could bring him back. Yeah, Sailor Pika says, interesting, the rule box Pokemon can be targeted. You should check out what cards are going to be in the new set. Well, I want to actually now take a moment from the game. I want to see what card is talking about with the rule box. Why did I go to YouTube? I want to go to my Googles. Okay. What are we looking for? Pokemon TCG rule box. So it's an Empoleon V, that looks like. I want to see if I can grab this image. If there is an image. I don't think there is an image. I'm reading something here on Reddit. It says, yes, person saying, you know, they're excited to have a grouping that refers to all things like EXs and GXs. No, I want to find a picture of it. Hang on, let me go back to the Googles. So I know Empoleon V is the one we want to find. Oh, there is an English picture. Okay, cool. Bear with me here, lab aides, as I do a little bit of professoring, some sleuthing, some lookering, let's say. I'm going to bring this into the broadcast. This is the one, I believe. Is this the one? Yes, it is. Okay, so let's take a look-see at Empoleon V. So the ability of Emperor's Eyes. As long as this Pokemon is in the active spot, your opponent's basic Pokemon in play have no abilities except for Pokemon with a rule box. And in brackets, Pokemon V, Pokemon GX, etc. have rule boxes. So as long as it's active, their basics have no abilities except for other, say, Pokemon V cards. And this is one of the Rapid Strike cards, too. Interesting. Okay, where did my window go? There it is. So Empoleon V is going to be probably catching a lot of people's interest. I know it's like saying, do I have supporter cards, or I'm not sure what the question is, but either I have supporter cards or I use them for sure. Because supporter cards, generally, if you want a super fast setting up deck, supporter cards, I would say, are one of your better ways to do that. Like a half of a deck could be supporter cards to speed things along. They are recommended to have quite a few in the deck. I find for me, generally, like say 12 to 15 Pokemon maybe, generally closer to 12. About 12 energy cards is good, so that's about 24, 25 if you go a little bit above. But well, I'd say at least 30 or more trainer cards are what I recommend for a really decent deck strategy. But Empoleon V will be interesting. So people are saying Empoleon is going to be the next OP deck. Now again, at least that's not overly powerful too. It only prevents basic Pokemon without rule boxes from having abilities. So that will definitely come in handy, but a Pokemon V with a text or a rule box, they would still be able to use their abilities. And a V Max, of course, that ain't a basic, so if it has a rule box or not, V Max is fine. They're not affected. So this has no ability anyway, but if it had, it would still be usable. That's going to be cool to see how that plays in. So I say, let's hang out here for a little bit longer. I still want to see if Unknown Spike wants to do a battle, or if not, how could we see the deck, I wonder? Is there a way to send deck lists to people? Let me take a look. I know there's a way you can export. Let's go here to edit. That's just saving. This is export. Oh, deck list copy to clipboard. Okay, that doesn't really help us that much. I'd like to be able to see it visually. Or is there a way to see Friends' deck list or something? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure it would have to be after a battle is done for us to be able to check it out. Let me just take a look, see at something here. I'm gonna possibly see if something can happen. I didn't get my boss's orders yet. No. Okay, let's find Steam sale. Pick a user. Okay. I don't think I can find anything as far as. Nah. Okay. I didn't think so. Discard trade. Yeah. Okay, let's see. So yeah, so Pika says you'd like a rematch if Unknown Spike doesn't want to. Well, yeah, how about let's do a rematch right now anyway. And we still got time afterwards. We can do a battle with Unknown Spike. I'm trying to think, like, I've been out of the meta for a little while. I'm not sure what the main focus is right now, but if there are basic Pokemon with abilities that people are using a lot of, I guess, okay, one example, no, never mind. I was going to say one example could be Empoleon V could shut down Crobat V's draw support when you play it down, but never mind, that is a Pokemon with a rule box, so it could still use it. I didn't even notice, you've got the Pikachu, Bigamax Pikachu on the deck box too, cool. Alright, we're going to call for the head side, we're going to land that head side. We are, okay, I'm not taking that first turn though. I want to play my Bird Keepers. I don't want a mulligan either. We both mulligan. Yes! Advantage, Professor. Alright, let's see the second non-mulligan right here. We didn't! Yay! No mulligans for me. And technically, none for either of us, because of course, when both players mulligan, ain't no one taking that extra card. Unless someone mulligans a second time, or a third time, or a 12th time, whatever. So how's our setup looking here? I can use Skylar to get a stadium. I might do. Okay, I can work with what I've got so far. I think this could be doable. So Spike is almost finished the deck. Okay. Sounds good. So we'll pass some time, have another match versus me and Sailor Pika. After this match, I'm going to give another code in the chat too for one to grab there. And once we end off the stream, I'll be giving one final code for the day. But it is cooler to have like this much more laid back event with just the few of us hanging out. I do make these public afterwards for people watching. So if anyone out there is watching this after the stream is complete and you want to be part of our nice, relaxed kind of days for Pokemon TCG Online or other stuff coming up at some point, not sure what yet, but the future is vast. Anything can happen. Feel free to check out the join button below the stream and see what perks, in addition to access to our streams here, are available if you want to join in for some future Pokemon TCG. Okay, so I'm going to... What's the best stadium to get? I think we're going to start with Skyla. We're going to get... I want to get some evolutions out, so I'm going to get Turffield Stadium. This is kind of how I play this out, too. Turffield is... I might have just lost. Now that I think about it, I should have used Sonya to get some more basic Pokemon. But... let's play things as they're going to happen. So, if you get 2 more energy, of course, that is going to be game over. But can you get 2 more energy is the question. I don't believe you can get Electrode in play just yet, so I think we're probably maybe kind of a little bit somewhat sort of safe. That's all I'm going to play. If we live this turn, I can Ninjask and get ourselves Shedinja. I still need to get more basics. I need to get our Trubbish in play. Oh boy. Okay, so far so good. Remember back in the day when they had, what were they called? Ancient Traits, I think it was? Where, I guess that would be a rule box too. Where you had like, you know, Alpha, maybe like say Alpha Heal or Delta Plus, stuff like that. There were some Pokemon that, I think it was Alpha Growth, you could put an energy down and it says if you did give it an energy, you can give it 1 more energy that turn. So what if they had things like that, like items that you give to a Pokemon, like, oh, if you attach an energy to this Pokemon, attach a second one. That could be brutal. Alright, so, Let's go ahead, Ninjask, to get one of our Shedinja to the bench. Watch them all be prized. Nope, okay, one is prized, that's fine. Give it the Cape Toughness. We're gonna go ahead and grab the energy onto Shedinja. I think probably my best bet here is going to be to Marnie. We find the other stadium. No, we can't, but we do get our Garbodor. So next turn I can make use of that. Let's go ahead and thin out the deck a bit, grab a Ninjask. I'll use the Evolution Incense, thin out the deck, grab Garbodor. That's all we're going to do for now. We're going to let the Ninjask stay to take the hit. Unless we see a Boss's Orders come through, in which case Boss's Orders is going to cause my Shedinja to fall. Which would not be ideal in the least. Even if we had... Well, hang on. No. Wait. No. So right now we've got 80 HP. So even if we had Sir Chester Bath down, it would reduce the 200 Thunderbolt. Yeah, nothing's reducing that enough. So, yeah, could be in a little bit of trouble. Marnie comes through. She's like the current N. N was a brute. You would have a decent hand to work with, and then the other person plays N, and down goes whatever cards you had to work with. All right, get up there, Shedinja. At the very least. Hey, there's my Sir Chester. Wait. Just thin the deck. Get my Ninjask. Now let's play the Sir Chester Bath. So all basic Pokemon now take 20 less damage. I will evolve into Garbodor. I'm going to poison the Pikachu VMAX. We've got twin energy for Shedinja to now use Life Squeeze. 300 damage! And then the poison. So we take half of our prizes right there. Our other Shedinja that we knew was not in the deck. And another twin energy. Okay, so, I mean, that looked good. What can this do? Okay, Tingly Return, so we can only do 50, minus 20 for the stadium. It's not bad. Oh, this is bad. Wait! We will live this! So right now, even if... What is your ability? Well, Zap Generator, even if that kicks in, which it will, and the Zapdos get powered up, it can do 80, which is our current max HP. Alright, which is our current max HP, but the Sir Chester Bath does reduce that by 20. Okay, so we got another prize for the Electrode knocking itself out. Pretty sure neither of these two Pokemon here can take us down. The downside is that kind of spooks me is Dedenne GX can paralyze us with Tingly Return. And I really don't have a way to get another Ninjask down just yet. And I have no way to find any basic Pokemon just yet. Well, it's at least poison the Zapdos. I was considering putting some form of healing in this deck, but I'm not sure if that would do too much, because like Shedinja doesn't really have that much HP to begin with. So healing items might just take away from other more useful items that we need. Alright. There's not much more we can do, so the poison is on. We might need you to attack, Garbodor. Let's get you ready. I want to use this to get the Ninjask out already. I might as well get that out of the deck so we don't top deck that and have nothing else to work with next turn. Let's end that off with Poison on Zapdos. If Zapdos can get to the bench somehow, then come back up, it will do enough. Will it? Yes, it will do enough to take down our Shedinja. It is not ideal, but we'll have to work with what we got. And Dedenne comes back. The Data Charge, and that's a discard, doesn't it? Discard your hand and draw 6. Okay. the Zap generator will be back soon enough, I see. See, this is where I need boss's orders. Well, okay, that's fine. I really couldn't do anything with that hand. I'll take 4 other random cards. But next turn, if I had boss's orders, I could bring up the GX, poison it, life squeeze, and that would be the victory. See, I've got Pokémon here. 3.0. I got hair on my hat still. That's a different Pikachu V. I don't think I've seen that one yet. That does difference. Circle Circuit, that's painful. No! You're gonna win! Oh no! Wait, don't do this. Hang on. Okay, here's what she can do. She can retreat Zapdos with the air balloon. Pikachu V, wait, can you evolve this on this turn? I don't know if you can play an Electro this turn. Okay. Look at that. No damage from the Zapdos. Haha! Take that. Victory is mine. Well, not just yet. Okay, Pokegear. What can you find for us? I could play Birdkeeper now, but I want to see if there's a different supporter I can get. Hey, I can get a Birdkeeper. Actually, Sonya's not bad. Let's play down Sonya and get a couple of basics. Ninkata and Ninkata sound good to me. So at least now I have options for the Birdkeeper next time. Let's give this to Garbodor, again, in case it needs to do what it needs to do. And Life Squeeze. Yeah, I figured you could have Electro next turn, but I was thinking just if you could have taken out Shedinja that turn, I would have had no options for Birdkeeper, because I would have only had 1 active Pokemon and nothing on the bench. But I wanted to make sure I had some way of getting some more draw support. Okay, so you can do 30 damage for each bench Pokemon. So at most, that'll be 60 right now. Minus 20 because of Sir Chester Bath. That's going to be 40. So we will survive 1 Circle Circuit. Actually, no, we will, because if you knock out the Electrode, you're only doing 30 damage minus 20 for Sir Chester Bath. So, wait a minute. You gave me the game. You just knocked out Electrode, and I got my last prize for that. Okay. What a way to win. Yeah. The MVP, Shedinja, dealt 380 damage total. That's wild. What? I dealt 380 damage, but I had 0 for my biggest attack. See, it reads that because technically something that says place damage counters, it's not considered doing damage. The way it works, when you do an attack, like say G-Max Volt Tackle, this is a damage amount that it puts out, and once the damage number is figured out, you then place damage counters to equal that. But this here, since it doesn't say you do damage, you skip doing damage, you go right to placing damage counters, it says my biggest attack dealt 0 damage. That's a wild thing to see. Yeah, Sailor Pika says, I forgot you had 1 prize left. Oops. What a way to win indeed. Shedinja is just as annoying as Mega Stinger. What's with all these bugs bugging everybody, eh? Wow. That's why I kind of like the bug-type Pokemon. You never know what to expect. They're shifty, they're sneaky, they're crafty. Alright, let's do another code card. This one is going to go in the chat, so let's shuffle them up. See what we find. So, I can say to the members right here, do you think other viewers will enjoy this deck when we bring it on the next live stream for everybody? I'm imagining I'm going to get a bunch of losses, because this has been pretty lucky today. Oh, and guess what? You'll never guess what kind of code this card is going to give you. It's a Guardians Rising. They're all over the place today. Alright, let's get this code typed in. The first 3 letters are VMW. Sounds like the BMW, the vehicular transport of sorts. Alright, is this good to go? It looks like it's good to go. So whoever grabs this one, Guardians Rising heading your way. So I'm going to say let's go for one more match. I want to wait and see for, right there, Unknown Spike is ready to roll. All right. So we'll do this match. I'll give it one final code, and I think we'll probably call her a day. Because so far we had a pretty successful success with the Easy Squeezy Lemon Peasy. So let's see how Spike has updated the deck. And then, of course, so after this, if I can see the deck list, we'll bring it up. I'll throw some suggestions. If there's Sailor Pika, can throw some suggestions also. And when that is complete, I'll give out that last code for whoever can grab it. Sailor Pika say, "Stop bugging me, darn it." I like the bug Pokemon. I still say, even though it's not a bug type, it looks like a bug. I really like, what is it? Gliscor, as far as bug Pokemon. That was part of my... If anybody remembers, I don't know if anyone on the channel would remember any of the stories. I'm going to smash my hand on the desk, apparently. Stories I used to write. I was writing my own stories about myself, my character being one of the other trainers from Pallet Town that Ash never meets, and kind of writing my stories in amongst the adventures from the anime. That's kind of inconsequential to this, but one of my friends was a bug trainer, and when we ended off Kanto in the stories, he had like a Scyther, Venomoth, Beedrill, Paris, and a new one that I made up called Terminite. It was like an ant, termite kind of thing, and I was gonna have him in Johto see Gligar and be like, oh, that's a cool looking bug type, I gotta get that. And then when he catches it, finds out it's not at all a bug type. It's ground and flying. And he was then gonna, hey, I win, yay! He was then going to, I think first he was gonna get a Pineco by mistake. Story-wise, he always wanted to get a Pinsir, but he never did manage to get a Pinsir. But he was gonna find one in the Ilex Forest, and it was accidentally gonna knock a Pineco out of the tree, and then his friend ball he threw was gonna catch the Pineco, and he'd be like, I don't want to use a Pineco. I only want to catch, bug-type Pokemon, not a grass type. Then we find out, actually, turns out Pineco is a bug type, and he wouldn't like it at first. He would grow to like it, and then finally he sees Gligar, and he's like, oh, there's a cool bug type, but then it's not a bug type. So that was going to be a running gag. Unknown Spike's game has crashed. Alright, I'll hold it here for the time being. No, let's go to the main screen so you guys have something to look at. So anyway, as time went on, was it Gen 3, when we got to the Hoenn region, he was going to catch a Trapinch, thinking that's a cool bug. It ain't a bug, but it becomes a dragon, which is neat. Gen 4, he was going to finally find, we're going to go to the safaris or the Great Marsh, and he would see Skorupi. He'd be all excited, I'm going to catch this, wait, and he'd pull out his Pokedex, scan it, oh, it is a bug type, cool. He would catch it. Then it evolves, it's a poison dark type, not a poison bug. And he's just like, oh. And then, the last one I had planned for him to get was in Gen 5, was going to get a Joltik. He's about to throw the ball, and he's like, wait, scans it with Pokedex, it's Bug Electric. Alright, cool, goes to throw it, wait, sees what it evolves into, still Bug Electric, and he's like, finally, I had a new bug type, and he would throw the ball. That was going to be his long story of wanting to train bugs, but having to wait until Gen 5 to really add a new bug type to his team. And this has been Story Day with Professor Chaz. Hopefully you all have yourselves a good sleep later tonight after the nice story reading. I want boss's orders. Okay, Unknown Spike is logging in again. Okay. Yeah, no problems there. I'm holding out. Waiting to see if I can get a boss's orders. I could test my deck. Like, I could put in Lysandre, because that does the exact same thing, I believe. Switch one of your opponent's bench Pokemon with the active. Yeah, so that's just basically Lysandre updated. It's also kind of like Guzma, but Guzma makes you switch as well. But if I want it to be standard format, I gotta get boss's orders. I wonder if I was to offer one of those gold-rimmed trainers, if I could get 4 boss's orders for it. What do you think? Maybe not the Rainbow Brush. Maybe the Rainbow Brush, I don't know. Something I'm definitely not going to be using anytime soon. Oh, excuse me. Oh, it's good for expanded too. Of course, it would be if standard is good. Legacy. I like how legacy, like basically that means. No, wait, hang on. What is legacy? Because unlimited is its own thing. What is legacy? Okay, 60 cards. Basic Pokemon has to have at least one, of course. No banned cards. Non-legacy cards. The following cards in your deck are not legal for this format. None. All right. And wait, why is this X'd out? What following cards then? What is it saying? Oh, I gotta click it. Okay. They're not legal for this format. Nincada, Sir Chester Bath. So this legacy must be cards from a certain set earlier then. Or if it shows you what expansions. This deck's not valid for a theme format? This isn't a theme deck? How do I make it a theme deck? Yeah, what? What format would be legacy? How can I see that? Yay, that's a coolio story, says Sailor Pika. Yay, glad you enjoyed it. I just liked how there were so many bug-looking species of Pokemon along the way that over time, you know, they weren't bugs. It was wild. Okay, legacy. These are some old cards. What expansions are these? Okay, what is this expansion? It doesn't tell you. I know how to find it. Okay, it's like a little Meltan head with lines coming off the side of it. Let's go to the filters. Let's take a look, see. Where's the Meltan head? I don't see it there. Where's Meltan's head? Right there. Okay, black and white. It's the latest black and white set. So anything before X and Y is legacy. Okay, now we know. Yeah, no worries, Unknown Spike. See, if this was a live stream with everybody, like, you know, public viewers and stuff, I might be like, we gotta hurry, we gotta move along. But since it's just us, if, you know, I don't mind waiting, if Sailor Pika doesn't mind waiting, it's just the three of us here right now, so don't worry about that at all. Sailor Pika says, bug Pokemon are neat despite what Misty says. Yeah, what's Misty's deal? Bugs are cool. Bugs are bunnies. Well, one of them is. But, like, look at all the bug-type Pokemon. Like, I think it's funny how we learned this at the Heroes Beacon Pokemon League. Where is Obstagoon? Oh, filters. You're telling me that Obstagoon's not a legacy species? That's wild. With this here Untamed Shout, when you play this Pokemon from your hand, do 3 damage, whatever. It was during that, the Sword and Shield pre-release, that we first discovered Darkness-type cards, Pokemon, are now weak to Grass. And none of us there immediately were like, how does that make sense? Where does Grass have a super effective on Dark? And I'm trying to think, okay, so Obstagoon in the main series, Normal and Dark, Grass is good on that. So Grass also represents Bug-type, and that's when it clicked. Like, Dark is weak to Bug. Therefore, Darkness cards are weak to Grass in TCG. Because there is no Bug-type card. It is all under the Grass umbrella. Which is good, though. Or wait, no, that gives Grass 3 potential super effectivities in TCG. Water types can be weak to it, other than Electric. Fighting types can be weak because some of them are Ground and Rock, and now Darkness type. So Grass is getting some more power with this. So Pika says, you don't mind waiting? This is fun, just chilling with each other. Indeed, a nice change of pace from having to, like, rush to the timeouts and the, you know, remove messages and stuff. Although I think if you time someone out, does it automatically hide the previous messages too? I can't remember. I know there's something that you can. I think it's no. You can, like, yeah. If you do something like a hide the messages, it does all that person's messages. I've had to do it on occasion in the past, but not that often, which is good. Is there anything else to mention here? Yeah. So if this could power up quicker, it would be really neat because you have to get 2 energies on it. It does have free retreat costs, though. I do like that. And look, we're talking about bugs again. Beedrill has been one of my favorite bug types, probably ever since Gen 1, of course, when it was introduced. Just because, like, the size of it, you know, a giant bee. And I do like the look of the bug-type Pokemon. Even ones like these are, you know, Pineco's interesting. I did initially, when the games were first coming out, I didn't know this was a bug. I thought it was grass, because pine cones are hanging from trees, right? But I guess I never knew what a bagworm species was, like an actual creature known as a bagworm. It does say, does it? Right here, yeah, so number 204, bagworm Pokemon. And I didn't know that a bagworm like this evolves into a metal cocoon chestnut-looking thing. Did you know that? That was news to me. I still want to see if I can make use of any of these, like these. What is the name for this? A paintball Pokemon card. Celebi for Energy Press. 30 times the amount of energy attached to the opponent's active Pokemon. Now this is neat. Amazing Bloom. For each of your bench Pokemon, search your deck for a card that evolves from it and put it on that. So you could have a whole bench within 1 or 2 turns fully evolved up. You could technically have a full bench of Pokemon EX. Celebi could Mega Evolve all of them in 1 turn. Because, of course, once anything becomes a Mega Evolution, the turn ends, but this would technically evolve them all at the exact same time. Therefore, you wouldn't need to, like, say, evolve one. Oh, your turn's done. Wait till next turn for the others. That could get a whole bench of Megas filled right up. Good job, Celebi. We're going to watch your career with great interest. Where's the other paintball Pokemon? See, if any of these things, like Charizard, if you could have caused a burn, you could have been a good replacement for Garbodor without needing a stadium. But nothing here causes a burn. There was Salazzle. This could be good. It's not standard form, I don't think, but the Hot Poison ability. When you play this Pokemon from your hand... Oh, I gotta play it? Okay, that's not great, but when you play it to evolve a Pokemon, you can burn and poison the target, and then the Life Squeeze could drop that down to 10. The burn and... Well, actually, technically, I think the poison would go first, but it would lose the last HP right there. I thought there was an ability that simply lets the burn happen. Let me see. So we're going to go with Fire type and abilities. Clear out the search. Pretty sure there was a Pokemon that simply said, when you feel like it, you can burn the target. It was quite a little while back. And it wasn't a GX or anything like that, I know that much. Oh, there's my favorite Charizard! Yeah! Who was it that could simply just burn? Delphox, I think it was, actually. Let me take a look. Well, I can't spell right. And just as I found it, we got a battle. Alright, let's do this battle first, and then we'll take a look. So Pika says, you watched a TCGO vid where someone used a Vivid Voltage Paintball Raikou paired up with Butterfree. The Raikou, I think it can hit things on the bench, and it does more damage if the target is a V or GX, I believe, if I remember correctly. Team up with a, would that be Butterfree V or Butterfree VMAX? Don't know. But let's take a look at how this battle goes. I'm gonna put my keyboard off to the side because we gotta get into it. I don't crack my knuckles this way, but if I did, there we go. Sound effect added for added sound effect. So let's see how well we do against the updated Noivern GX. I ain't going first. I'm going second. I'm going mulligan. Oh, so is Steam Sale. Alright. We're doing okay on mulligans this time around. Go on, give me an Nincada. Oh, Trubbish. That's a bit. Oh, good. 2 Trubbishes. They had 2 mulligans. I'm not going to look at the cards. Wait, I had 2 mulligans too? Oh, I thought I had an advantage. But again, I wouldn't take the cards if I was able to. Let's lead this Trubbish. Oh, I hear Ultra Beast music. Can you hear the Ultra Beast music? My volume's turned down in the headset, so I can't hear it that well. Okay, so we do have Skylight Affine Stadium. I might play the Pokegear first, though. If I can get a... If I could find Marnie, or maybe even Birdkeeper, something that I can get extra cards, I might option for that one. Oh, just a basic Butterfree. Oh, a charged up energy for Raikou. So again, that's a deck that doesn't use Pokemon V or GX or whatever, and I like that. I like the challenge, as I said, of using lesser cards, like not only lesser range, using standard format instead of expanded, but also the non-V cards, like to try to make the, like, I believe in right situations, the little guys, the non-Pokemon V, can stand up to their bigger opponents. And we kind of showed that with my Shedinja there today. It is kind of situational that everything gets into play that you need, but when it works pretty cool. Sailor Pika cheering on the opponent. Unknown Spike wants Shedinja to take a fall. No to the 3. So you mulligan, would that be 5 times total? Because I think I said I did it twice. I think so. So depends on how many basics you have in the deck. That you might want to improve that. And me, of all people, saying, you know, you should probably add more basics so you don't mulligan so much. Even though I never add basics so I don't mulligan so much. I realize I'm taking a hit in that sense. But I guess that in the end, mulligans aren't the worst thing. What do I want to do? I said I was going to Pokegear. Let's just do that. We'll see what we get off the top. There is Marnie. To be blunt, I might want to get the Professor's Research. Because I don't really think anything here is super useful. Do I really want to lose all this? I got two what was it? 2 capes of toughness. There we go. I was gonna say cuffs of tapeness. The heck is a cuff of tapeness? I'm gonna go for broke. Let's just go a little bit wild, crazy, kooky here. Let's play the Professor's Research. Let's get all this out of there. Let's grab me some new stuff. We got you. Okay, that's good. We've also got energies. We've got Energy Search. Let's play that and get an energy out of there. Don't really have the best cards at this point. I'm gonna go Twin Energy for Trubbish. Most of the time with this deck, I'm only gonna try attaching energy to my Shedinja, but when I don't have a Shedinja in play, it doesn't hurt to put an energy on something else, I suppose. So we could get the Evolution Incense. Nah, that might be the best thing. Actually, let me scroll through. Okay, so we do have all 3 Shedinja available. One's in hand, 2 are in the deck. Okay, we'll take that for next turn. Yes, the Cuff of Tapeness. You've never done that? You've never had, like, the end of your shirt is all ripped up and stuff, and you're like, where's the Scotch tape? And you just, like, that's a Cuff of Tapeness. It's not the most fashionable thing, but it works. It's practical. I'm a practical guy. The Cuff of Tapeness. Look for it in your local dumpster, I guess. I don't know. Uh-oh. Noibat's powering up. Uh-oh. How you doing, How? You see the Noibat, or Noivorn GX? Noivorn. I can't speak no words or nothing. Oh, man. Now we can't touch this. You MC hammered me. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yes. Tough Field Stadium. Give me the Ninjask. This is good. I'm gonna Evolution Incense. We're gonna get Poison Puddle. We got everything we need and more. Well, some of stuff that we need. I'm gonna get Shedinja to the bench, indeed. Let us poison. Now, if they can evolve next turn, of course the poison will go away. Let's get the Trubbish out of there. Let's Birdkeeper up our Ninjask. Another Nincada. Okay, I'll put you down. Let's grab an energy for our Shedinja. It's fine. Okay. Yeah, I think that's my turn. It's not bad. So, okay. With the right luck of cards, my stuff can set up kind of quick. No, there goes the poison. No. I hope you can play a lot of your cards this turn, because if you can't, this is gonna hurt you. And I do need to play it next turn. Marnie is the new... Look, you can't spell Marnie without N. Literally. She's the new N. Oh, you got your Beedrill. Oh no, my stadium has worked against me. But that's a lot of other cards to play out to be able to use that. So it all comes down to this. If I get... Well, that's it. I was going to say, if I get Twin Energy, it all comes down to this. We can Poison, Life Squeeze. But we'll take a look at the cards after this, if I can see, and make suggestions on what to improve. Oh no, your Agility! I didn't realize you flipped heads. Oh, we're not done yet. Oh, this is cool. Well, okay, I got everything I need in play. I don't mind a Lima. How does that work again? We flip, I think? Yeah, flip for heads, we get 6. Flip for tails, we get 3. Alright. That was cool. Evo Soda. We're gonna see the GX. No, don't hurt my Shedinja. I've only got 30 HP. No. Okay, then. So they can now do the Boom Burst. 50 for each of the opponent's Pokemon. No! No, I need him! Or her. I don't know. Wait, what is... I can't play Special Energy. Okay. I mean, that's not perfect. But at least it wasn't a Boom Burst. Huh. Okay. Tell you what the problem here, though, is... I can play items, so I need... Before I get another Shedinja, I need to get the Cape of Toughness. The Cuff of Tapeness. Because Boom Burst will do 50 to everything. I need to be able to survive. First of all, let's poison you. Okay, let's get myself my Ninjask. Want to say if you get cheer on Unknown Spike, they're doing it. They're messing with me. Huh. I got a Pokegear. I was hoping for a Skyla. I mean, I've got Bird Keeper. I've got Marnie. Do I want to Marnie you again? I don't think I can do that. I think I might want to keep what I have anyway. I'll grab Bird Keeper. I haven't played my supporter yet, is the thing. Okay, so I'm going to play the Sir Chester Bath. I shall retreat. I mean... No. I was going to play this now, but I can't play Ninjask until I know I have a way to keep Shedinja from getting knocked out by Boom Burst. So let's retreat. Can you hit anything on the bench with the other moves? Distort is just active. Okay. So as long as I can keep Shedinja on the bench safe, Boom Burst GX is the only threat to it. So I need to retreat. And now I need the Bird Keeper. Now, did you no, all of my Shedinja are in hand. Curses. Alright, we're gonna have to do this then. We gotta use my other Pokemon to do some damage. Alright. Basically just to heal some damage, you know, that's something. This is looking interesting. Oh, and there's the old Pokemon Center lady. Oh, I forgot about that. So even bench Pokemon get less damage from Sir Chester Bath. I did know that as far as putting Shedinja into play, because 50 damage reduced by 20 would still do 30 to take Shedinja down. That's why I needed a Cuff of Capeness. I messed that up again the wrong way. I don't care. It's all good. But now we can evolve. Wait, no we can't, because we don't have any in the deck. Okay, so what was that move that you just used? No, that was the Boom Burst. Okay, so I can play any cards I need this turn. I'm going to need to use the Professor's Research. give you this energy Trubbish, since we can't currently get Shedinja into play. I gotta research. And I gotta find ordinary rods. Are you actually serious? No ordinary rods. Well, alright. Another Garbodor in play. It is poisoned. We're looking iffy. Now see how useless this is, Turbo Patch? Flip a coin. If heads, one of my basic Pokemon can take an energy. I'm gonna use it. We're gonna flip tail. Get out of my... It's stuck to my cursor. Oh, we got heads. Alright, let's just give this to our Nincada. Might as well. Let's heal up a nice 30 damage with Absorb. I could play Skyla next turn and look for some of them ordinary rods. How am I down to 16 cards in the deck? Where'd they all go? What's happening? This is crazy. We haven't taken any prizes yet. But what I can do, I can play Skyla to get an ordinary rod and shuffle back in probably all of my Shedinja and one of the Nincada. I think, are two of them out? Yeah. One's out, okay. Let's send you up here. We gotta do at least something along the way. That is perfect. I needed that. Okay, so what can we not play to this turn? Item cards. Do I need an item? I'm trying to think. Play Skyla? Well, first play Turffield Stadium. Oh, I can't use the ordinary rod. Okay. However, I can still play Turffield Stadium. I can use that to find that I have no Ninjask left in the deck. That's right, I needed to use the ordinary rod. Alright, plan B. I think actually at this point we're at plan Q. I want to leave Garbodor up to do the damage. Okay, so let's go ahead and Skyla. What trainer do I want to get? I think at this point, crazy strategies are not really going to work out for me. I just need to get myself more cards to work with. So let's get Marnie for next turn. Let's give you a Darkness Energy. And Sludge, whoops. Sludge Bomb for 80. Sailor Pika says, I thought Turbo Patch was cool at first, but yeah, it's pretty useless. It's so limiting. Look at all the energies you've got. Now, do you have a move that discards energy? I don't think so. No, so with those three basic energies, you don't even really need that double colorless. Okay. Go Nincada, you can do this. Maybe. There's still nothing in there I can use. Okay, that's fine. Just checking, just checking. If I can get really lucky with Birdkeeper, there are still 2 twin energies maybe available. They might be prized. But if I can play Birdkeeper and get a twin energy, we have the win. Not so lucky. Okay, so we're gonna lose Garbodor. There you go, Nincada. Hang on to that, please, if you don't mind. Not much I can do. Unknown Spike is indeed currently in the lead with, what are you, Weedle? Weedle is on the bench. So I can't play again. Is it item cards for that? Special energy. Okay. Come on, come on. That wasn't me intentionally backing away. I know it seems like in a bad spot and I just like jumped out the door. But that's not what happened. I don't want this battle to end until we have an actual definitive winner. Even more so than we currently do. Because at this point, I do think Unknown Spike has the win. No problem. But I want it to be shown on stream. I want it to be proven so nobody questions it. Because there could be a slim chance of something happening. But I think last time I timed out like this, the game skipped my turn. so that might be an end to the turn anyway. Plus, even if Unknown Spike allowed me to take the turn... No, it's just over? Oh no! Okay, that was very unlikely, but if I played Marnie and got the Ordinary Rod, I could have shuffled in 2 of my, say, even just 1 Ninjask. Turffield Stadium could have found Ninjask, evolved my Nincada, do 30 damage with Absorb. I could have at least taken down the Noivern GX, but then at that point, I don't know what all would have happened after that. So I'm going to say Unknown Spike, you get the win. I can't see the deck now, though. That was the whole point. If I could take a look at the deck. But if nothing else, I will say with 5 mulligans, you should definitely consider adding maybe 2 more basic Pokemon. Like, I don't know how many you have in there. But oh, you said the stream lagged a bit too. So yeah, my connection. I remember back in the day I had so many difficult issues with the connection, like just logging out like crazy. I'm hardwired to our modem, but I guess sometimes the internet can't handle the power of that match. So I guess that's what we have to accept. So anyway, we're gonna end off now in case my computer is in the process of dying for all I know. We're gonna give 1 more code. It's going under the webcam. So both Sailor Pika and Unknown Spike, hold tight. But good game indeed to Unknown Spike for the win. The last code. Can you guess what booster pack it's going to be? I'm going to venture a guess that it's Guardians Rising, but it's in actuality Guardians Rising. It was 4 Guardians Risingses for this entire session. But I'm sure y'all are okay with that. Oh, also, hey, it's Empoleon again. Hey, how's it going? I forgot you were here, buddy. Okay, see ya. Let's find the code text. And Unknown Spike says, you battled with knowing what I had in hand. You were screen peeking? No. How dare you. I always say that's one of the downsides to doing these live is whoever I'm playing against can't see what I have. But even then, if the strategy that someone's using is solid, that shouldn't be too much of a downside, because like knowing what you have, if what you have is going to flawlessly see you through to victory, even if the opponent knows it's coming, they might not be able to stop it regardless. Okay, so this is the final Guardians Rising coming under the face cam. By the time you're hearing me say this, you've probably already seen it, because there it is now. Guardians Rising. Help yourselves to that. Alright, so that was our members exclusive live stream for Pokemon TCG. This is still technically, this should have been last weekend's one. How did I get so far behind? So I'm going to aim for another one early next week, Monday, Tuesday maybe, somewhere around there. And that covers this weekend coming up, which means we'll have one more the following weekend. I'm going to try to have them set as quick as possible. I was going to do this one yesterday, but my head just wasn't into it. I thought, no, I gotta rest up. But last night is when I put together that new deck with the Life Squeeze. Hopefully I'll be fine for the next streams. Okay, let's see what is going on. Oh, you battle without knowing what I had. Okay, that's cool. And Sailor Pika says you don't screen peek whenever you face me. And what do I think about the beta deck? Well, first of all, I'm going to say, yeah, if you guys don't look at the hand while you're playing, that's the honorable way to do it, of course. But even if you do look, I don't mind that, because like we're not in a serious competition. I'm not fighting to win. You're not fighting to win. We're just playing, having fun. But I do like the thought that you guys want to keep the challenge going by not knowing what's in my hand. Commendable. Very, very good stuff to hear. And what do I think about the beta deck? Well, from what I've seen, all I can say is, like, you know, maybe add a few more basics. I didn't get to really see the whole deck, unfortunately, because the game kind of messed up there. But is there anything that really stood out? I would say Pokemon Center Lady is good to keep because it annoyed me. I was like, no, I poisoned you. So those are good to keep indeed. And at the moment, I'm not sure what else I would suggest to add in or improve. But actually, if you want So, as I showed earlier, you can go to your deck list, or deck manager, and if I was to choose our good buddy Easy Squeezy, I can use this button here to copy the deck list to the clipboard. If you felt like it, you could paste that into an email and send that to me, and I'll take a look through and make some suggestions and stuff. But if not, it's all well and good. I would just say, yeah, from what I saw, the only thing I suggest, maybe add a few more basics, because I think there was 5 mulligans in that match there. So the more mulligans you take, the more cards the opponent gets to start off with, which could set you back quite a bit if they get everything they needed. And so Pika says, later Chaz and Unknown Spike, fun hanging out for an awesome chill stream. Indeed, I like these. These are cool. So look forward to another one of these starting on as soon as Monday, perhaps. Monday? Yeah, I might not do any streaming this weekend. I don't want to overload with too much streaming. And what else is this weekend? Oh, also, I'm going to be busy on Sunday regardless because of the incense event for Mareep in Pokemon Go. I got to find the Bagon. I got to find the Minun. I'm actually going to take a quick look in my Pokemon Go. If there's something happening at my local gym that we can all jump in on, I'll let you know. But if not, we'll just end it off there. But yeah, so some basics is all I'm thinking of for adding to that deck. I was wondering if you had basics for your Beedrill, and I saw that you had the Weedle there, so that's good. If I was ever to try that Beedrill, I might even be like, you know, I don't want to put the Weedle. I don't want the Kakuna. I want to really try my efforts at getting Beedrill in play by itself. I might throw something like that together just to try it out. Yeah, nothing going on in my Pokemon Go. Gym is quiet. In fact, Gym is blue. I might need to take that. Alright, but that's going to be it for today. Thank you for hanging out, my lab aides, my channel sponsors. If anybody is watching this after the stream is complete and you want to get involved in some TCG action, well, first of all, wait. Okay, I do have 6 basics. I was just looking at the number of Pokemon. First, if you enjoyed the video, the stream, the post-live, what would that be called? The Dead? The stream, feel free to subscribe to our channel for some more Pokemon content. If you want to get involved in some of these streams in the future, feel free to click the join button down below the video and see what perks, in addition to getting some members exclusive stream access, you can get for the 2 different tiers we have set up for people that join in as channel sponsors to help support myself, the channel, and my Pokemon adventures throughout all sorts of stuff. But that is it for our day today. So I think it says hopefully we get our Bagon, Minun, and Plusle during the Incense Day on Sunday. Indeed, hopefully so. Alright, so if I don't hear from you or talk to you in the next little bit, good luck to you guys for your upcoming Pokemon Go hunt for the Hoenn collection. And we'll see how things go. So that is it. Thank you folks again for hanging out. Professor Chaz is now signing off, and I'll catch you all next time. I still haven't made an outro yet. Someday. Alright, but that is going to be it. So long, everybody. Have yourselves a good day or good night, whatever part of the world you happen to be in. I gotta stop. See you later.